night. Careers begin. There are no blue bloods, no powerhouse programs, no guaranteed championships, only opportunity. Welcome to the Legacy Gridiron League. So I'll apologize right away. Had a little bit of a late edition, and I had to take care of some stuff, and I accidentally pressed the wrong button, so that's why that was not a clean intro, and I apologize for that. But I digress, and we're going to move on and try to right the ship as best we can. So, starting off, welcome to anyone who is new to the LGL. This is going to be quite an experience this year with CFB27, and we are trying to up our game a little bit. And by doing that, we are going to be including a weekly league podcast, go over the league and just talk about who's, on the up, who's on the down, and just take a look at everything and get everybody a little bit more invested into our media style that we would get everybody involved with as much as possible, because the more we can get from everybody, the better off our league will be as a whole. So we believe in, sharing the wealth, and everyone's got a voice here. This isn't just a couple guys running a league and you guys have to abide by everything. We take recommendations, we talk to people, we run polls. This is not a monarchy. There are no kings here. Everything is democratic as possible. I hope for all the new people that are here, that is a refreshing word, because we know how many leagues out there can get really run ragged by people who are power hungry to control every aspect of every league. We are not like that here at the LGL. So I hope you enjoy your time here. And if you have any friends and you want to invite them over, don't be afraid. We got a few openings. So I believe we ended up with 25 for the first dynasty of CFB27. If we can run it one dynasty the whole way through, that's great. Depending on how things go, you never know. There might be a reboot or so. Depends on the game. Too, with the updates and everything and how it's all going. But right now we're planning on starting fresh with Dynasty 1 and running it as long as possible. There's not even thinking about having to reboot it, but just never know. We'll see how things go, and if there's some major game-breaking bugs or something as we're going along here, that might have to be a possibility, but we are not planning on doing that. Everyone is aware. League rules. We have the rules from last year's edition posted. There will be some additions to those rules, but for the majority, those rules are pretty much still intact. There will be some recruiting revisions, and there will be some coach carousel revisions. But other than that, pretty much everything's going to stay the same, and we will get that posted. We're just finishing it up. We'll be getting that posted either later tonight or probably more likely tomorrow morning. So be aware of that. Check it out. It'll get posted. You will get notified, and then you can check it out. And then you'll have a better understanding of where we're going with CFB27. It's nothing too drastic. There's just some things to try to alleviate any... I'm not going to use the word cheese, even though that's kind of what it is sometimes. But it's to try to level the playing field for everybody and make it as fair as possible for everybody, as balanced as possible. So that is always our main goal. Hopefully that will work. But it's not to say that we might end up, revising something along the way. That always happens. Games, they like to change, and updates can sometimes break things. We all know this, sliders, that whole thing. But we've been testing the game out since its early launch. A few of us in staff able to get the early release, and we've been running games and running sliders, and I think we're in a pretty good spot. I think it will be a good time. So, and I hope you all agree too. But like I said, if anything ever, we're not the type that are going to rule over it, with an iron fist. So if things happen, we're willing to change, and it will all be discussed with everyone in the league. So moving on. Team schools. So schools that are available are all a 1-star or below. We ended up narrowing the team selection down to 35 teams. We ended up pulling out the 2 American schools that were in there just because of the fact that we didn't hit 32 users. So we just figured it's best to take those out because the American's a little bit of a different beast. They're a little bit up above the others. So we have a feeling that it help balance the league better. So all the teams, they're in the team directory on our Discord. They're all there. So we have 8 from Conference USA, 11 from the MAC, 5 from the Mountain West, and 11 from. So yes, it's a little unbalanced from a conference standpoint, but once again, we are doing this as a random selection, so you just never know what's come up anyways. So yep, hopefully. Man, every time I get a notification through this Twitch, it is so loud, and I don't know why that is, and I cannot get that turned down, and it blows up my ear. I apologize. It kind of throws me off. So, but yeah, so those are the conferences, those are the teams. That's what we're running with. So, when we get this started here, actually, before I get into that, as you can see on the screen right now, I have brought up our Legacy Gridiron League website. If you haven't checked it out, please check it out. It's still a work in progress. This is something that we got started going last year, and unfortunately, it doesn't get the valuable time that it deserves sometimes. So it does fall a little bit behind, but you have to understand we all have full-time jobs, and sometimes it's just hard to get away and get those updates going. But if you haven't checked it out, it has been updated. We're trying to make it more mobile friendly because I know a lot of people like to look at it through the mobile. So that should be in a pretty good place as of right now. So if you check it out and give us any feedback that you think on it, we are looking at a bit of a major overhaul, but that's still in progress. So that has, trust me, all this stuff will get updated as soon as possible with CFB27. But you can take a look and see what is on there from the CFB26 Dynasty, LGL history, things in there. So, with that being said, we're going to jump into what we are doing as user selection. So, pop up right in the middle of the screen like that. That's pretty cool. And there we got another one. Awesome. Thanks for following, guys. So the LGL user selection is going to be a Wheel of Destiny. We have all the users on here that are signed up and paid for season 1, and we are going to spin it. And as it spins, that is going to be your user selection number. And then once we go through, we're going to get all the users first, and then we're going to do the team. We used to switch and one right after another, but we're not going to do it that time. We're just going to do the users first, get all the picks, and then we're going to jump into the teams and then do. So hope everyone's okay with that. And hi, Mama. Yes, you are. So let's get this. I don't want to drag this out any. Have to. So selection. Okay. So our first selection How about that? One of our new users just go to her. Actually, pick. Not that it means that, because it's going to be random Akrons. Sorry to let you. And let's go. Oh, and by a nose. IA. Get out. I know. That is actually. But computers never lie, right, gentlemen? So IA, congratulations, got the number pick. Number 3. Number 3 goes to Fuchu. As well, congratulations. But it's my mic really that low? Yes, it is. Hopefully you can hear me now. Maybe it's just because I'm too far away from the mic. That might be my bad. I apologize for that. All right. So number 4 is going to be Brad, one of our new users. Congratulations, Brad. You're going to have the number 4 pick. And now moving on to number 5. Mullet comes in with the number 5 pick. The recently new father of our league, who has been stumbling through and doing the best he can with what he's been given, and is still part of the league. So I congratulate him on sticking it out. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Mullet. And you got the number 5 pick. And we are on to number 6. Man, why are all these ending like right on a line? Kernsey, our pretty much, no matter what anybody wants to say, grand champion of CFB27. He won 2 national championships and took home a lot of money. So congratulations, Kernsey. You are going to be number 6 on the list. And no, you are not getting Hawaii because they are not in there. And I'm sure you are very sad about that. So let's move on. And with the number 7 pick, one of our new members, Kool-Aid. Oh, yeah. If you know what that is, you're probably old like me. Number 8. And number 8 is Samwell. Another one of our users who had very successful CFB26 campaign. I don't think he got out of where he started, but he did very successful there at the end of his career. So congratulations, Samuel. You got the number 8 pick. Jump back in. And another new user, Nas, who was a last-minute addition, which screwed up my game. And when I mean my game, I'm talking about my podcast presentation. But Nas, you made it in at the last second, and you are the number 9 pick when it comes to our team selection. I see some people posting in chat. No, we are not picking teams. We are being randomly given a team, and we will do that immediately after these user selections. So I know you guys are chomping at the bit, and I'll try to just speed this up as much as possible. So we are on pick number 10. And pick 10 goes to King Superfly. Well, another member of our staff who is back for CFB27 after taking an early exit from 26. So hopefully we can all give him a big round of applause, and hopefully he'll stick around this time and try to make it through the whole dynasty. That would be great to see, right, Superfly? Awesome, thanks. So that's number 10. And come to a number 11. And number 11 is going to go to Smith, one of our regulars from last season. Now we will jump to number 12. And a Razor for myself. Luckily got the 12th pick. Congratulations, Razor. Hopefully it's not Akron. That's honestly all I care about. I just don't want Akron. And with the number 13 pick, we have Elvis, who is back. Took a little hiatus at the end of Dynasty 1, but he is now back for CFB27. And the number 14 pick goes to Chef, one of our better users from CFB26, who did some amazing things with Kennesaw State. All right, so pick 15. Wow, look how many of these have been right on the line. That's crazy. And number pick 15 goes to Lenny, one of our original gangsters here at the LGL. Congratulations, Lenny. Pick 15. And pick number 16 is going to go to one of our other new users, Too Tough. Too Tough is in at pick 16. And our next pick goes to the Incredible Herc, a OG from last year as well, who had a very successful career. Congratulations, Mr. Herc. And pick 18 is going to Big Daddy. And Big Daddy has been one of our regular infringers. Hopefully we don't have to worry about any sanctions this year. How about that, Big Daddy? Wouldn't that be nice if we could go a whole season with no infractions? I hope so. That's what I'm hoping for. We don't like being those guys, trust me. We don't. Pick 19. Hey, Leo. With pick 19. I think you were a pretty high pick in 26, if I remember correctly. But you're a little bit back there this year, but like I said before, it doesn't really matter, guys. It doesn't really matter. It's all semantics at this point. All semantics. The KING is coming in with pick 20. And we're getting down to the last couple here. Last couple coming. Dirt. Coming in at number 21 on the list. Congratulations, Dirt. He's one of our OGs as well. Four more left. Aw, you didn't get the last pick, Ruler. You didn't get the last pick. I was rooting for you. I know you would have been so happy about that. Ruler, one of our definite OGs. We got a lot of OGs. That's good. I like that. We got a lot of OGs. 22. Pick 22 for Gruler. Congratulations. And we only got 3 more to go. Average Dad is wondering, why did I even get in this league? That's why, Average Dad, you got in this league just so you could get this pick. Number 23. Start. And like I said, not going to matter. So we got 2 left. 2 left. And King Ju is going to pull pick 24. And just because I'm a gentleman, I will spin one last time here to make sure that pick 25 is going to go to DJ. And it does. Congratulations, DJ. You pulled in the last pick there. And our user selection is done. So now it is time that we all been waiting for. We're moving on to the team selection. So with the first pick of our team selection, our newest member, Reaper, has landed himself Middle Tennessee. Congratulations, Mr. Reaper. We saw a lot of success actually last year with that team, so I wish you the best. And remember, if you got any questions, just ask a staff member. Unless it's trying to help you win. Because then we're all here for the same reasons. So that might not help you. So moving on, number 2 is IA. And IA will be running with a new team for sure because Rice is not in here this year. So I'm sure he's happy to know that. And IA has pulled Kennesaw State. Excuse me. I am sorry for that. I didn't catch the mute in time because I was typing. Congratulations, IA. You're going to have Kennesaw State. You got some big shoes to follow. Chef was pretty successful with them last year, so hopefully it pays off for you as well. That's a fun team to run with. I was kind of hoping I'd get them too. Not this season. So pick 3. We shoots on the board. And shoot will be running with a new team too, because it is not Florida International, and it is the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Congratulations, shoot. You have Arkansas State. Brad, one of our other new users. What lucky team are you going to get this year? Oof. That was a close one, Brad, but I think you got lucky. You got the Bowling Green Falcons, and that is always a fun team to play with. At least it is in my opinion. Mullet is on the clock, and the Wheel of Destiny. Has given you the Ohio Bobcats. Mullet is back in the MAC conference once again. So Kernsy's up, and as far as I'm concerned, Kernsy is very good at what he does in our leagues, but I also think he has a horseshoe up his ass. And maybe this year this dynasty might be a little bit tougher. Congratulations, Kernsy. You are the new coordinator of the Old Dominion Monarchs. Great jerseys. I don't know about the team anymore. But good luck with Old Dominion. Kool-Aid, you are up. And your team for the LGL Dynasty is going to be the UTEP Miners. And just because I love this joke, I will share it as I always do. All my users out there, do you know how do you beat Kansas? You tap on them. That's how. Samuel, you are up. And no Middle Tennessee for you. Ooh. The Louisiana Ragin' Cajuns are your team of destiny. And yes, Grueller, this is Louisiana, not University of Louisiana Monroe. This is the Ragin' Cajuns. Nas, you are up. What team are you going to be running with this season? Nas has the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Good to see we're not having any doubling up so far. That's good. I like it when users get to be with different teams. I hate it when it's just copy and paste from the season before, or dynasty before. So this has been good so far. Mr. Superfly, welcome back. Now, now that I said that, watch, you're going to land Sam Houston. You are not. You are going to land the next best thing in the UMass Minutemen. Congratulations, Mr. Superfly. I believe UMass had the worst record of any CFB team last season. So you got that going for you. Congratulations and good luck. Smith, you are up, Mr. Smith. And your team for this dynasty is going to be the Wyoming Cowboys. This is good. We're getting a lot of different teams this season, this dynasty. I really like that. And I am up now. And I can only, well, we're past, oh no. Missouri State Bears. Not exactly the team I was hoping for, but so be it. And here we go. Elvis, you are up. Elvis, congratulations. You have the New Mexico State Aggies. Chef, you're back, and you are not getting Kennesaw State. Instead, you are going to be running with the Marshall Thundering Herd. And I'm assuming you might be happy about that. That's just me. Lenny, you are now up. Congratulations, Lenny. You will be running with Sam Houston Bearcats. Too tough. We're on pick 16, if anybody wanted to know. And Too Tough is going to be graced with the Kent State Golden Flashes. Incredible Herc. No Buffalo for you, sir. You are going to be running with Southern Miss Golden Eagles in CFB27. Big Daddy, you are up. Congratulations, Big Daddy. You will be running with the UL Monroe Warhawks. Just remember, they have some really cool unis, so you do have that going for you. Galio, you are now up, sir. Galio, you will be running with the Western Michigan Broncos. The KING, you are up, sir. And you will be running this season with the Troy Trojans. Dirt, you are up. We're at number 21 here. We only have 5 more teams to go. There's some good teams out there yet. Someone could get lucky here. Dirt, you're going to run with the New Mexico Lobos. Ruler, you are on the clock, or on the wheel. Eastern Michigan. Ooh. Congratulations, Mr. Grueler. You have won yourself an appointment with Georgia State. Average Dad. Here's what you've been waiting for all day, sir. I know you're excited. Love to see the enthusiasm. And you, sir, have pulled one of the nicest picks I think I've seen so far, Jacksonville State. The Gamecocks. So we got 2 left. King Jew, you are up. King Jew, you'll be running with Buffalo. And DJ, here you go, buddy. Last pick. And you might pull, at least you got a gray field. So you got that going for you. Congratulations, DJ. You're going to be running with the Eastern Michigan Eagles. And that is it for our team selection. And there are some interesting teams here. I'm actually a little surprised. There's quite a few of the good teams that didn't, like Nevada didn't get selected, and Toledo didn't get selected. So there's a couple good teams out there. I'm actually kind of surprised. My sleeper team, which is the team I was really hoping to land, was Louisiana Tech, and they did not get selected either. Louisiana Tech was one of my higher tiered teams. I thought that I would have really liked to see. Interesting. There's a couple. So for anyone who wants to know my personal feeling on the teams that I saw, I had my rankings as Louisiana Tech number 1, Louisiana number 2, Old Dominion number 3, and Wyoming number 4, and Northern Illinois number 5, Nevada number 6, Toledo number 7. Those are some of my top teams that I had in here. So if you got one of those teams, you might get lucky. I don't know. I don't know if I know anything about this game sometimes anyways. So, and that's why we play it. Because you just never know. So congratulations to everybody. We obviously would have no issues with adding any additional members. They will obviously, the remaining teams that are on here will probably start from the middle of them, start handing them out. So if you have any friends or anything, don't be afraid to let them know how much fun it is over here in the LGL and what we all do and what we're about. And because we can always bring them on. So we have 7 open slots right now. We got a couple in waiting on the waiting list that just haven't returned any messages to us, unfortunately. But yeah, if you know anybody that wants to get in, by all means, send them our way, and we could definitely get them in. That would be great. Other than that, this is I'm excited. I can't wait. So our conference breakdown here, yeah, it looks like we are a little bit MAC heavy, unfortunately, but that's kind of the way this goes. So that's why I think the random is the best way. It's just something that happens. It doesn't mean, I don't know how much it really means. So Average Dad is asking, are we waiting for the patch? So yes, I'm going to say yes, but the yes is if it drops Thursday. If they don't drop the patch Thursday, I think we'll have a discussion internally and decide what to do then. But from everything that I have seen, the patch is supposed to drop Thursday. So I would prefer to wait the Thursday after the patch and then create the league. And then you'll get your invites on Thursday night. That's what I would prefer. So that gives you a couple days. You guys can start an offline. You guys can start an offline dynasty and do whatever you need to do to start strategizing or doing whatever. You guys have your teams now. The rules will drop tomorrow, or the official rules will drop tomorrow morning at the latest. So I suggest taking a look at those, and then you can, start working on your strategy for how you want this to play out. And I would suggest just doing some slow sims with your teams and figuring out who you want to get your depth charts and all that stuff, because then you won't have to worry about it once we do go live. Just had something else on my mind. I can't. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, I think that's really all I have for now. Yeah, I kind of talked about who I thought were the teams. So Kernsey, it looks like you did. I forgot I had Old Dominion that high. It looks like you probably got lucky again with that horseshoe. Congratulations. Oh, so Sunbelt's got 9 out of 11. Interesting. So 9 out of 11, 7, 11, 6, 8, 3 of 5. Interesting. That's not too bad. That's a good percentage of the teams that were available. So obviously Sunbelt and MAC are 2 of the worst conferences, so they had the most teams. It's just kind of the way it works. Mountain West has only got 3, so at least there's 3 in there. I'd be concerned if there was 1, but we have 3 users in there, so that should be good. Plus there's some decent teams in the Mountain West as well. So I'm hoping the patch. The reason I want to wait till Thursday is because they said that they're supposed to be doing some things to help CPU when it comes to simulation and stuff. So I would prefer to wait for that to drop because I really don't want to get this dynasty going, and we realize after season 1 and season 2 the CPU is totally just dropping the ball with recruiting and everything, and all the teams start tanking. That's been the number one issue right now from what I've seen with dynasties, is that the CPU is just doing a terrible job with recruiting, and there's schools that are signing like 2-3 recruits and they're dropping 10 to 15 overalls in a couple seasons. So I would prefer to wait to Thursday. I know we all want to get at this, but I think we're better off if we wait to Thursday and for that patch to drop, and hopefully that takes care of everything, and God only knows it probably won't. But hopefully it takes care of a majority of things, and the other things we can just, kind of push ourselves through. But it'll be interesting to see. I don't know. I have a little bit of faith right now just because EA decided to drop the microtransactions. So I think they're taking this seriously, but at the same time, that might be a sign that they're just kind of going to not take Dynasty very seriously and now just put most of their efforts back to the Ultimate Team, which I hope is not the case, but I guess we'll see. So that's where we are with that. So thank you, everyone, for checking out the stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I just want to say, moving forward, I hope this will be a lot better presentation. There was a lot of things I wanted to do. I just didn't have the time to do them, unfortunately. And I was out of town this weekend, and I had to really scramble to get some of this started before I left and then finish it tonight before the stream. And there's some things I wanted to do and unfortunately didn't get the time to get them into the mix. So I was kind of just winging this one, unfortunately. But we got the main thing done, and that was getting our users and our teams all lined up and all set. So one thing also I want to stress, anybody in the league, now that you have a team, if you did not sign up a coach or let us know who your coach is going to be, if you could please do that like within the next day or so, that would be great. because I need that information to start getting stuff updated with the website and all that. So the sooner you could do that, the better. That would be much appreciated on my end. Well, the stage is set. The draft order has been determined. The programs have found their new coaches. And tonight, the next chapter in Legacy Gridiron League history officially begins. Every championship starts with a single decision. Every dynasty begins with a single season, and every legend begins with a single game. Now it's time to stop talking. It's time to recruit. It's time to build your roster. It's time to prove you belong. Because around here, legacy isn't given, it's built. Thank you for joining us for the inaugural edition of the Legacy Forge. That will be our weekly podcast. And be sure to, if you want, you can even get your friends to try to follow in the Legacy Discord. Even if they don't join, they can still hang out. I don't have a problem with that. Nobody has a problem with that. And make sure to check out the LGL website as we kick off another incredible season. For everyone here at the LGL, I'm Razor. And we'll see you on the digital gridiron, gentlemen. Good night, and until next time, keep forging your legacy. I'm out.